For this problem, what we are going to do in this video, we're going to be looking at how to format Python code properly when we are handling decimal places. Now, if we look at this problem first, it says write a program that calculates the weekly cost of petrol for a teacher. Your program should ask the user for price per litre and how many litres were purchased within that week. The program should calculate the total cost of petrol. For this task, you should print out the final cost to 2 decimal places. So, let's start. Well, first of all, let's have a look at the Python window. Well, we are straight away going to be targeting 2 variables here. One of them is going to be called, obviously, petrol. The other one is going to be called something along the lines of litre or litres, how many is needed, that sort of thing. So, let's start. Petrol. Petrol equals, now then, we need to get an input, but bear in mind, petrol in the UK could be like £1.25, could be £1.27, could be £1.37. So because we're dealing with a decimal place, we need to make sure that it's input as a float. So I'm going to put float and then input how much is petrol in your area. So how much is petrol in your area? And what we also need then is a quantity, so in terms of litres. So I'm just going to put QTY for quantity. Again, this is going to be a float because we could have part of a litre, so you could have 1.5 litres, you could have 1.3 litres, or you could just have 1 litre. So input how many litres did you buy? And what we've got now are the 2 inputs that we need. So to work out the total cost, we need another variable called total, and we have petrol multiplied by quantity. So obviously straight away we've got our 2 inputs here, and we have our formula here, and then if I just do this really quickly, just print total, we should be able to see some sort of output now when we run our code. So how much is petrol in your area? We'll do £1.20. Oop, made a mistake there. I put another decimal place in the end. So let's run that program again. 1.2, so £1.20. How many litres did you buy? Well, we bought 5, and it's given me an answer there of 6.0. So we can see this is calculating correctly. So let's see now what happens when we do something else. So how much was petrol in your area? £1.23. How many litres did you buy? 1.323. So this now has given us a cost there, but as you can see, we have a number of decimal places. Now there's a few different ways we can change this. And one of the ways that we can do it is obviously using format specifiers. Now we could use a round option, and let me just show you how this works. If I did this print total, print round total 2, what this does is it basically rounds the total to 2 decimal places for us. So let's do this again. How much is petrol in the area? £1.23. How many did you buy? Well, we did 12.563. Bam. You can see now that's rounded quite nicely for us. However, there is a downside with using this. If we had whole numbers, so how much petrol area? Say put 1 down. How many did you buy? 10. Then obviously it'll only round there to 1 decimal place because that's what the float is set at. And if we are handling money, then essentially money needs to be 2 decimal places. So in some cases you will be able to use this, but in a lot you won't. So if we're going to be using money, what we need to do is this. If I do print, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a format specifier. So I'm going to do a percentile, and then I'm going to put 0.2f, and I'm going to put this inside speech marks. Now, at the end of the speech marks, I'm going to do another percentile, and then I'm going to put total. And just to make it a little bit more readable, I'm going to put total inside a set of brackets. Now, watch what happens when I run this code. So, how much is petrol in your area? We'll put 1 again. How many do you need? 10. So you can see this now has managed to specify 2 decimal places. And if we do go for a more complex option, so how much is petrol in your area? Say £1.23, and how many did you buy? 12.568. You can see now that that last one that we've just done is rounding fairly well. So what this does is it basically says whatever the percentile there is, put it there as 2 decimal places, and then the format specifier is on the end there.